Hi students, let's look at this question here, which is on P&C. Let's see how I can do this proficiently. So you are it's taken from 2019 NJC paper 2 question 6, the prelim paper. So you are given that a group of 8 people consists of 4 married couples. The group stands in line. Find the number of different possible orders in which no 2 men stand next to each other. So for the first part, it's pretty okay. They stand in line, 4 married couples. So you do not want any men to stand next to each other, meaning you need to separate the men. So I'm going to put, just assume that each married couple is 4 men and 4 women, okay? So we are just going to be conservative here. That's not, we're just a generally very conservative society in Singapore. So just assume that 4 married couples are 4 men and 4 women. So we have 4 men and 4 women, okay? So then, after which, because the group stands in line, find a number of different possible orders to which no 2 men stand next to each other. Meaning to say, you want to separate all the men out. So this, in other words, means separate the men, right? All the 4 men here. So in other words, we are going to put 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to use slotting method. We'll arrange the ladies here. So in other words, this will be 4 factorial. Okay, and now after which in this middle here, what we're going to do is actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this will be 4 factorial, 5 choose, because you arrange the lady for 4 factorial, then after which you need to multiply by 5. You need to choose 4 seats out for the men. The men could choose any seats here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or you could choose like 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Or any seats which you can choose. Then after which, among the men, you can arrange the men, which is times 4 factorial. So I believe this will give you a keen calculator with 4 factorial times 5 choose 4 times 4 factorial, which is 2880. Okay, so this is a pretty okay question. Let me just write down this one is arranging the female. So I'm going to write this down. Arranging, this is such a big, this is like maybe I just put this down as 8. Okay, so it's arranging the woman. Okay, there you go. This is arranging the 4 women. Then after which this one is choosing 4 slots from the 5 separation slots for the men. 4 men. Then this is arranging the men. Okay, so that's how you do this part here. Okay. After you're going to look at B, the group stands in a circle. Find the number of different possible order in which each man stands next to his wife. So you need to arrange in circle. So this case here, B would be arranging its circle. We have the group in circle, and you have 8 of them. Each man stands next to each wife, meaning men and women, the 4 couples, right? Find the number of different possible orders in which men stand next to each wife. The group stands as so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you need 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, maybe this is quite bad to draw. So I'll just group them as such and draw it out. So couple number 1, couple number 2, couple number 3, couple number 4. So each couple sits together. This case here, what we're gonna do is actually just take for arranging four entities. Okay, this, when you arrange this, it will be 4 entities. Just arrange them. You arranging these 4 groups in a circle, which is 4 minus 1 factorial. Okay, after which each couple, like each husband and wife, could change seat. So among them, you could just multiply by 2 as such. So this case here will be 2 factorial times 2 factorial times 2 factorial times 2 factorial. Okay, so this is pretty okay, I think. Each couple, so sometimes we write it as 4 minus 4 factorial, 2 factorial to the power of 4, because we have got 4 couples. So maybe I'll just write it down here for you. This case here will be arranging the 4 couple groups. Arranging the 4 couples, 4 group couple in a circular table. Okay, after which so this will be arranging the husband and wife in each group. Okay, so there you go. That's how you do this question here. So when you key in calculator, this should give you 96, I believe. Let me see. Yeah, 96. Great. Let's look at the last one. So let's look at the last one. So the group forms a committee consisting 2 teams of 4 people each. Find the number of ways that the committee can be formed such that neither team consists of only men or women. Okay, great. So let's try to understand this question. Usually what I'll ask students to do is just draw this diagram out because it helps. So this is 8 people in total, right? 8 people, and you want to split them into 2 groups of 4 each. Now this is the problem now. This is 4 people. Okay, maybe you just put 4 here and 4. These are identical groups. Meaning, to the naked eye, they consist of the same characteristic, which is 4 people in one group. It has the same identical traits. Okay, so this case here, what we need is we do not want all men and all women here. So in other words, we are looking at number of restrictions and a number of ways that requires. We could use complement rule, which is we just take no restriction minus of all men in one group, all men and all women. Okay, this is a bit tricky. I think this is generally what students will forget to do. Let's see how we can do this. So no restriction will just mean that it's 8 choose 4 times 4 choose 4. Because it's an identical group here, you must understand, which we go through in the class before, why we need to divide by 2 factorial. Okay, so if you've forgotten why you need to divide by 2 factorial, please check the notes in our notes, right? I've gone through this many times, why we need to divide by 2 factorial. Okay, now all men and all women group, that will be pretty interesting. So what you need to do is just 8 choose 4 for the first group, then afterwards 4 choose 4 for the second group. Okay, now so sometimes students ask, how come we need to don't need to divide by 2 factorial? Because this is a bit hard to explain, but because now you are separating the men, 4 choose 4, not 8 choose 4. So 4 men choose 4 and 4 choose 4. Now the 2 groups are not of the same traits, meaning to say you're saving out the men. Clearly the men groups are different from the all women group because you can tell that they are different. But for the first one, because you lump all the humans together, so the 8 humans, you count them as 8 humans choose 4 humans. So from the mathematical standpoint, you have 4 humans in the first group, and the second group we have 4 humans in the second group. So that's why you need to divide 2 factorial. Whereas for this one here, 4 men choose 4 is precisely 4 men, and 4 choose 4 for the second group will be that. But don't worry, if you don't understand that why you need to divide 2 factorial, what I would suggest is you just put this as men and women. You could also do this. And if you really want to divide 2 factorial, you can just plus 4 choose 4 times 4 choose 4. Then only you divide by 2 factorial. Okay, so you could do that if you want to. So woman and men. Okay, if you want to do that. But if you don't want to do that, you can just don't care about the rest. So I'm just going to remove the rest, okay? So it's just like that. is confusing, I understand. But in lecture, I've gone through like PNC is confusing because you need to know what are distinct objects and what are identical objects. And usually identical objects are the one which causes a lot of heartache and pain, right? Yes, so a key calculator for this, -1. So this will be 34. This is actually 1. Okay, there's only one way to split the group like that. So yes, if you have any question at all, please let us know. Keep practicing and I'll see you in the next question.